Yeah. Wind up in this match. Yeah. Wind up in this match.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 26, check 26. Sponge, hey, 31. Check 50, check 59. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We're set. 19. Here we go. You got tight right there. My chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25. Kill. 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
You can't block me. Alert 3. Watch out. Off. Mike 48.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. I got one.
To throw it is locked. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 8, read. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's a 49-yard punt, 8th, though, on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Tighten up. Pull it together. He's crashing.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Watson on first down, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You must be dreaming. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking, 59. Crash. 24.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Back. Slam.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Check 48's the mark.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on second down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, Mike. 55. 54. Tight down. There you go.
From the gun, here's Watson being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First down, Raiders.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Now the ball comes loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now, McFarland. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey, check 24, check 24. 24. And a rope.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What we got? 24. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 24. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He gets away from one, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Reset. 19. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 24. Check 48's the mic. Check. Hey, 59. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, they go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Reset. 19. 48 Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Line them up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check. 54.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
19. 54. They're running it. Check it out, read. He's coming. He's 59.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Dubb, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Johnson's got it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
I got 8. 3 points down, he's coming. Check tight. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Watson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when you have 0 on your side of the ledge.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Check the backer, check the backer. Alert flare, flare. Jam.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 3. Combo. You go night. Don't go night. Hey. Alert. Check 24. Watch 24.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check 31, check 31. Show it up, show it up.
Shoot. On first down, McFarland. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll go for it. It's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
60-or.
On first down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Raider first down, 17 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, shoot. 42
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Open man has got one. It's complete. The Raiders gonna use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Go now. 70, Indy. Blue draw, perfect. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Shoot.
Now lock. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that one... oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 26. Spine. No. Snap.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though.